think Texas has got just little deer. Wrong, wrong.
When someone says they hunt in Texas, you're probably thinking cactus and mesquite thickets, box blinds, and senderos.
But trust us, there is a lot more to Texas than that. This year we hunted with Ty Sims of T-Fork Outfitters, and his operation is in Mobeetie, Texas, which is way up in the Panhandle. And it was more like hunting on the moon than anything. I mean, I was looking around for Marvin the Martian. Mr. Ty Sims himself. Mr. Ty Sims, how you doing, brother? Good to finally meet you, man.
You ready to do some trophy whitetail hunting right here in Texas?
I'm always ready to kill a big whitetail. Well, I need to get a license.
We'll step right inside here. Around Wheeler here, we use a grocery store.
Y'all let Oklahomans hunt in Texas? I don't know how many animals Ty thinks we're gonna kill, but we got a lot of tags to fill. One at a time. Ty has tens of thousands of acres to hunt, which just means we've got a lot of ground to cover. In fact, it was more like spotting and stalking muleys than whitetail hunting. It's finally go time. We spent the first hour or so glassing from the little rig, but now it's all on foot. You see the white knob there, and then that next one. Come down that same slope that one's on. You see that? There's a gut there. Come down about midway, and then there's a slash. I don't know how far that is, but it's far enough. But I can't think of a better way to get my exercise, that's for sure. It is beautiful out here in a weird way because there's nothing except some big whitetails. I'm checking another draw.
When you can see for miles in every direction, it can be a little overwhelming looking for that deer that hides in the smallest little ditch and divot.
So we covered miles of ground over the next several days, but we just did not see a shooter on the open plains. So we started looking at some of these smaller timbered draws. That's where all the deer were.
Rut's picking up daily, and all these does are starting to pile into these timber draws.
With all the flirting that was going on in there, it was more like the love shack.
Tin roof! Rusted!
Well, there goes our ride out of here. Our ride back to civilization. The man's got a lot of good deer, a lot of big deer, and he thinks there's some right here. We hung out at the Love Shack for a few more days, but the big boys just never showed up to the party, and we had to go.
But T-Fork Outfitters is such a cool place with so many deer. Instead of chalking it up to Dave's tag sandwich, we carved a few more days out of our schedule, and on December 1st, we were back on the moon.
We're gonna get unloaded, round 2 right here in Texas.
Welcome back.
Thank you, man.
You gonna pull a trigger this time?
I hope so.
I got some footage over here of deer coming to an area. Looks pretty good.
You videoed it?
I videoed him. I'm not a professional. I'm not gonna have.
Show us.
I'm not gonna have your job anytime soon.
Are you kidding me? Man, that deer's got some great mass.
He's gonna have a split eye guard on his right-hand side. He's got a split eye guard, and he'll have a little bit of trash, looks to me like down there at the base on his left.
And he's not busted.
He's not broke.
Well, let's go shoot him.
Let's do it.
Let's go check this gun. Well, because rifles are loud and ears are sensitive, and you only get 2 of them. Hauling this gun around for a couple of weeks and road trips and in and out of cases and whatnot, it's always good to check your gun when you get to camp. We're turning this Caldwell lead sled into a sand sled. Yeah, granted, I could shoot this off the tailgate of the truck, but I want to make sure it's not me. Thanks to this Caldwell lead sled, we'll be able to assure that. Shoot again for a group. I think if a deer is standing there at 200, 215, 220, it's in trouble. Yeah, I'd say we're good. 4 bullets within 3/4 of an inch of each other right there. Better not get within 200 yards, I can tell you that. That big buck was gonna be impossible to hunt in the morning, so our first stand option for this trip was gonna be back at the Love Shack so we could see what kind of stage the rut was in now. And worst case scenario, I got a doe tag. First morning out, first hunt in Texas for the second time. Did you follow that? Shang Dong Liang Zhe, how I've missed you. Oh. All my exes live in Texas. It's good to be back in the woods. It's good to be in Texas. There's a deer in the woods up there. Oh, there's the doe right there, Tim. See it coming into the opening? Right about that little well house. Tim's got kids to feed. That'll break the ice. Well, I told you I put it on the crown of her shoulder. Thank you, girl. Laying on her said, shoot some does if you can. Okay, that's one down.
We're gonna throw on this scope. Nikon's got a EFR, it's made for 22s and air rifles. It's got pre-marked yardages on there, going all the way up to 300 or infinity. So tomorrow, or this evening, when we go out there and shoot these coyotes, we're hoping to get up close and personal with these things. And there you go, that's all there is to that. Now the fun part. First shot, let's see where she goes. Oh, we are 1, 2, 3 inches to the right and an inch high. 1, 2, 3. Try it again. Now that, my friends, is proof of the accuracy of a Benjamin Marauder PCP. The first shot I said was 3 inches to the right and 1 inch up. I made the adjustments and we'll go look at the second shot. When you can make the adjustments that easy and have that kind of accuracy, you know you're shooting one of the best air rifles on the market, right there. Load up a couple magazines here. What looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots is actually about 5 shots just right here, and every single one of them is touching. Watch out, coyotes.
When you have a gun this accurate that shoots a 25 caliber chunk of lead at almost 1,000 feet per second, do you really think that whatever you're shooting at cares whether or not the gun went bang before it got hit?
These really are hunting rifles, and we're going coyote hunting with this one. We kill a lot of coyotes on this show. Right now, we're gonna do it with a pellet gun. The goal was to shoot one of these coyotes in the head at 40 yards or less, but we just couldn't get one to stand still at that range. But you watch, we're gonna get it done with that Benjamin Marauder. It might be next year, but we're gonna get it done.
So now it's time to finally move in on that big buck that Ty had showed us. But we gotta pinpoint this guy first.
See them deer out there? A bunch of them moving out there. Man, that's a good buck right there. I think that's that buck that I saw the other day. I'm gonna go right here. You guys keep going right here. I wanna be sure they don't come up this other drainage over here. Y'all keep going, you're gonna see, stay high right there. Stay high when y'all get up there. Don't get too low. Stay high, and that drainage is right there. Them deer are gonna be coming right up through there.
They're gonna come all around there?
Yeah, they're gonna come around up there. You should see them.
You say so. Go up on top of this little top right here, and I'll look over and make sure there's nothing there. I'm just gonna ease up here. Just hang on, I'll motion back to you. We just go out into that. Yeah.
See? He's going down. He's down. We pulled it off. We pulled it off. Holy. Oh, yeah, baby. There we go. Towards the one, baby. How about that? That first fork was big enough. He's done. I mean, holy moly. That is so awesome. And then, man, he done. Thank you, Lord. Woo-wee, baby. Let's go take a look at him, buddy. I've been wanting to take this walk for a while. Look at the trails in this place. They're unbelievable, man. Look at this rub. Man, that stuff's like walking through the jungle. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Lord, thank you so much. What have we done, man? Look. Oh my goodness, brother. Oh my goodness, brother. How about the wound? Look at the neck on that deer. You kidding? Look at that. Oh my goodness, man. Look at the mass on this deer. Look at the eye guards, buddy. That is the coolest character on a buck I have ever killed. This deer is huge. Look at his chest on this deer. T-Fork Outfitters. Think Texas has got just little deer? Wrong. Look at that. When we walked up on this buck, no one was more surprised than I was at this deer's overall size. I mean, this thing was huge. It was hard to believe that we were in Texas.
It may be up in the Panhandle, but T-Fork Outfitters and Ty Sims, hands down, has some of the best big free-range whitetail hunting in Texas.
Or the moon, for that matter.
You do know Buzz Aldrin's my uncle, right?
Hey, do you think he knows Marvin the Martian?
Yeah! When someone says they hunt Texas, you probably thinking mesquite blinds, thinking of cactus, mesquite thickets, box blinds, and scratching your beard. Box blinds and senderos.
But trust us, there is a lot more. Why was I out of breath the first two syllables? But trust us. More like hunting on the moon than anything. I mean, I was looking around for Marvin the Martian to help me out with my line. That's the way he talks.
That was so awful.
You're awful.